Welcome, everybody. This is Inebriated podcast. This is your host, Sam C, and my co-host,
JDot, one whole of the Soul Culture Collective, coming live back at you, baby.
Welcome, everybody. This is our first episode live. We're streaming We're streaming right here live off of Facebook. Thank you for tuning in with us. It's very experimental. We got a lot of new equipment. We're still going to be displaying our content on all social media platforms. It will be available this coming either Tuesday or Wednesday. Believe me, it's all self-produced.
This shit is crazy. I'm watching you talk while I'm hearing you talk. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, we're having a whole new experience right now. We're definitely doing this live. We're gonna try this out. If you guys love it, we'll start giving to it live. If you guys like the edited content, we'll be trying that as well. We'll still be providing that on a weekly basis. But, you know, just to turn it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are really liking the content. We're getting great feedback back from our fans, the people that really, you know, support us, the really people that give us, you know, constant feedback, that comment and subscribe to our channel. So I really do appreciate that. We appreciate that here at the Inebriated podcast. So we're going to start this episode off. We got here JDot. Pop the bottle.
The biggest pop I've done.
Yeah, all season. Facts.
Wow. I'm coming back from Michael Jordan flu game. Been on vacation, so we haven't been recording like how we usually do. And
yeah. No, and we got a lot of new improvements.
New improvements. Like the lights seem brighter. Like I'm nervous again. Like I'm feeling like this episode number one. Like, oh my god.
And you know what? Really, sometimes I forget that like we're so far in. Like we're literally on. I think this is episode 15 for us, and you know I still get kind of the jitters. You know what I mean?
15?
Yeah. Remember, we started back in late March, early April, and man, it's already August, brother. So you gotta imagine 3 months.
Damn.
We got 3 months already, and we got content still flowing, still going. So I mean, it's been quite a spell, which I love. I love that, you know, we're able to continue to do this, continue to still receive support from our fans, our friends, our family. You know, it's really a good feeling, man. You know what I mean?
It feels good, like when people bring up like random shit, and like they'll bring something up that was said on the podcast, and like I don't even know that it came from the podcast. They'll be like, "Oh, well, you said it,
right?"
And it catches me off guard, like, "Oh, you know, it was an inebriated,
right." No, and then like, man, you know, I real true friends especially do that, man. Like I gotta shout out my dog P, man. P, you know who you is, dog. Like he pulled up to me at the club, and literally he was like, "Yo, man, I'm loving what you're doing. I love the content you guys are bringing. Like, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro." Like I specifically remember this, and that about the podcast, and I was like, "Yo, that's
crazy, right?
Crazy, bro, crazy." Like the way we're receiving information these days, and the way we're taking it in a positive direction, and that's really what this is all about. My bad. But
I don't know what that noise.
No, it was a burp. I tried to save it.
that burp sounded like my bottle cap pop.
Facts. Now, I do want to take a second and talk to the families and the friends that are affected. You know, just real quick. You know, to all the mass shootings that have occurred in this past week. You know, my condolences, our condolences here from the Inebriated podcast to you and yours. You know, it's a tragedy that has occurred in America. It's a continuing tragedy that's happening here in our Americas, and it's a sad sight to see. And I just want to, you know, take a minute just to speak about it, you know, because next week is going to be old news. You know, sadly, how realistically it is that next week is going to be old news. We're going to be not avoiding the next one, but expecting the next one, and that's, I think, the direction that we're moving in right now. That it's not a positive direction, but it's a direction nonetheless.
It's crazy. I mean, we're jaded as a society because it just happens so much now in America. It's just nuts. I mean, it should be happening, period. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because like America always had guns. Right. So why is this going on now? Who can you pinpoint and be like, "Oh, this is why"? I mean, I have my reasons on why I think this is happening, and to me, it's nothing to do with what they saying that like, "Oh, this motherfucker said it's about because of immigrants and all that shit." Bro, I'm an immigrant. Build that wall, bro.
Right.
I don't, and I'm an immigrant.
Okay.
Build that motherfucking wall. I don't think it's nothing about that.
Right. I think it's
a more underlying thing that nobody's talking about in society, and nobody will talk about it because you got to be politically correct. But I think I pinpointed why it is that all this shit is happening, and it's crazy, though.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna step out and say I think it's a form of hate, of self-hate, of
ignorance,
self-ignorance, and I hope that we come to a new understanding of life and where we treat life a little bit more precious than we are right now. Because I don't think we really give a fuck about life right now, B-Dog. Like, I really don't think we are taking the time out and saying to ourselves, damn, I'm tripping. I think we're blaming it on titles and subliminal messaging of what we conceive our lives to be. Like, oh, well, I'm going to title myself as a young, multicultural American, biracial, like, there's all types of shit where we should be focusing on the main thing, being alive every day, waking up every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite quote, and it's not because of the shit that I raised up on and that it was shot here in Miami for a little bit, but my favorite quote is Tony Montana getting it from Frank that, hey, man, every day above ground is a good day. You know what I'm saying? And I really take that into my everyday life as far as trying to move in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you don't feel like when you see images of everybody showing up to that blood drive, that does exist. It does exist in the majority. Like, people do care about each other and stuff like that. People more care about themselves.
Right, but as groups, I'm talking about more of the individualism aspect. Like, I understand it's scary for some people out there that are alone and don't have anybody to talk to. Like, I can only imagine what those people are going through, and maybe this is their negative way of speaking out, which obviously is a terrible way to do it. I don't really have a solution for them, but what I can say is that our problem isn't group problems. It's individualistic aspects of life that keep us isolated and create situations like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm not saying like some lone wolf shit. I'm talking about like these people are alone in, like, what is it? Idle hands become the devil's workshop.
God damn, you butchered it so bad I can't remember the line now.
Idle thoughts?
No. Idle hand do the devil's work or something like that.
Right.
I forgot what it meant. You ruined it for me, dog.
I mixed two together. But I'm saying that to say that if these people were being placed to do something better or just utilized, a lot of people just want to be used, bro. Like, not in a distasteful way, but they want.
If you want to be used in a distasteful way, I'm going to give you all my email at the end of the podcast.
But I think it's more so that they just don't know how to utilize themselves. Like, at one point, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't know how to utilize my skills because how I consider myself, I'm a jack of all trades but an ace at none. Like, I'm not great at anything. I'm not great at anything. I'm not even great at talking. Like, I talk about this and talk on here, but I'm not really a great talker. Like, I mix up definitions. You catch me all the time. Jillian catches me all the time. And, I know I'm not the best fucking talker.
You're great at telling the truth, though.
Facts. That's one thing I try to take, into account when I do speak. But I can see where, not being great at anything can be kind of like to your detriment. You're kind of like, fuck, man, what am I going to do here? And then once you find something, like I found the podcast thing, thank God, you start to find the positivity in it. You start reaching for the positivity in it. Like even army guys, like even when you go to the army, like you find what you're, like a skill that they give you that you become good at, but you know that it's in a positive direction because you're utilizing your skill for the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
May you come into a war zone and have to do some, unnatural things, or, I don't know how to categorize it right now, but you think in your head from the training that you've been provided to the skills that you then have at that point, you're utilizing those skills for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say, everything that we do in these war-torn areas and these war-torn times are great. I'm just saying that the people believe that they're doing it for the just cause. You know what I'm saying? Cops usually believe that they're doing their job by doing their job. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so do the shooting and shit. I feel it's like it's a simpler solution. Like I said, there was always guns, and excuse me, there was always guns and shit like that. And it's just like like boys can't be boys no more. So it's like kids can't fight no more in school. Like you fight in school, you're getting suspended for damn near the whole year.
Right.
You're getting
Bullying.
expelled.
Yeah.
No, but you're getting expelled if you fight.
Quick.
But the thing is, like, these kids clearly need a way, you know, because to me, fuck that shit. They need to be, like, these crazy motherfuckers are crazy because they just have so much bottled everything, animosity between shit that they don't know, shit that they're ignorant about, shit that they've never came in contact with. And because they stay alone into themselves,
right? Because
who knows, maybe they want to punch somebody in the face, but they know, well, oh man, if I punch him in the face, then I'm going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So they do the pussy shit like, I'm going to just shoot everybody unknowingly, and then I'm about myself. But it's like we stripped away boys from being able to be like, man, you know what? Like, I remember the day, playing two-hand touch, and when the motherfucker, like, you got it's touch, no, but it's touch on the street, and and you can tackle in the grass. Right. But when the motherfucker, like, when you literally teetering that line and then they want to tackle you in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people get up and don't do shit. Right. Other people get up. People get up and they're going to split you with your shit.
Facts. And just to give you guys the insight, we do have a guest coming in right now. We got Mr. Lox. Lox is going to be joining us here on the podcast. What's going on, Lox? We're just walking into the discussion of what's happening right now in the populace. Right now, we're having a lot of mass shootings
with these crazy motherfuckers.
And we got people in the Dayton, Ohio. We got the El Paso shooting, and we got a garlic festival shooting that happened out of California. And what me and JDot were talking about is that I think these people are not being utilized correctly, and that's why they end up performing these mass shootings, because if they actually a trade that we can actually utilize them in a way that's positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, all these little incel niggas that are shooting up schools and shooting up Walmarts and shit, bro. Why don't you make it easier for them to go to the army, bro? Just make it like that's kind of like their calling, bro. That might be their calling.
In my opinion, I say send them to jail. You know
before the shootings. I'm
saying just with that mindset that they have, right? So. The mindset is white supremacy. So if you send them over to Iraq, Iran, with a whole bunch of brown people, they're going to be killing people they ain't even supposed to be killing, and they're going to be legally killing them, and they could be innocent.
And they're going to be happy.
They getting their ass shot. They shooting brown people, so they don't care what they did wrong or if they the right person or the wrong person. Their whole idea is kill the brown and black people. So, this white supremacy thing is deeper than just, I'm killing somebody.
Right.
No, they trying to kill black and brown people to preserve the white race. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, that's the idea behind most mass shootings in America.
Well, let's say the ones that we have been seeing right now as of recent.
No, I'm talking about.
Well, we got.
You're talking about like that's just general period.
70-80% of the mass shootings in America is done by right-wing extremists. Like white nationalists.
Right.
Militiamen and shit like that.
Right.
They got their own militias and shit though. That's what they got.
No. I'm talking about just strictly ideology standpoint.
Right.
I feel
yes. Same ideology as militias. Yeah.
I feel like the only way I'ma survive is if I kill all the black and brown people. And based on science, white people supposed to be like extinct by like 2045 type shit. So
soon kind of shit.
So this is the idea behind white supremacists. They have this idea that
come to the front.
Yeah, they're like okay, since we can't generate or multiply faster than y'all, then we have to make efforts to decrease y'all population and increase our population.
Right,
so you have first of all the white supremacists out killing people, but then you have other things beyond that they doing, like abortion clinics. A lot of people don't know these abortion clinics were created to decrease.
Kill black babies.
Yeah,
point blank period.
To decrease the black and brown population.
Point blank period.
That was the straight idea of it. And Margaret Sanger, she pitched that to the president, and he was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So you look at how many abortion clinics we have, and how abortion clinics affect just the black and brown community as a whole. Like we're the majority of the people that's getting abortions, when at the beginning of the abortion problem, this is a white woman problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. At the root of the abortion situation when it came about back in the day, it was so that these rural families weren't just multiplying by the...
No, it was that they was yanking these things out with hangers.
Oh, right. It had to be a lot safer. Yeah.
So, yeah, they started making it like that was their issue. Hey, look, we don't want people dying while they do it.
Right.
But at the helm of it, the lady that ran it, she was like, hey, President, look, we're going to make it seem like it's this.
Right.
But what we really trying to do is make it cool in the black community so we could get them doing abortions more than white people.
Right.
And now,
so it's like an aspect of eugenics coming around.
And now, like, present day, you see Trump out now saying, no, we don't want no abortions. In what state?
I mean, it's simple. It's simple. Like, you don't go to let's say like a Boynton Beach. Motherfuckers, they got nothing but straight gated communities. You're not going to a Boynton Beach to go to the abortion clinic.
Exactly.
Like, you see what I'm saying? But you know where you're going? You're going to go to Oakland Park Boulevard to the abortion clinic over there right off of 441. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Allegedly, I may know about that location. I don't know.
You know about that location?
I might be a mass murderer too on this motherfucker. But in reality, what they do is they trick you with a false sense of choice. No, you got the choice. Yeah. You got a choice. Exactly. Yeah, like, when in reality, it's you know what I'm saying? That's a decision that when you look back on it, and you think like, damn. It's always going to be something in the back of your mind like, did I make the right decision?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, at the moment you can't. And then you say, but everything started that same way. The same way that everybody blames everybody black and brown for affirmative action and this and that. Affirmative action wasn't for nobody black ass and nobody brown ass in this motherfucking room. Affirmative action was so white women could get jobs and work in cubicles. That's what it was for. That's what it's for. They use it, but that's everything in this country, though. But that's everything in this country. This country is here to pimp motherfuckers and use the exploitation. Dog. Okay, what's going on right now? That everybody's up in fits. Like, oh man, these black motherfuckers want reparations. Jesus Christ! Yeah. Guess who got reparations first? No. I'm talking about in America recently.
Yeah, we could talk about the Japanese internment people.
Right now we're talking about the homosexuals.
Okay.
They're getting reparations now because of not being able to be married and some of that, and they're going to get back all the money that they lost on tax refunds.
Pays out reparations all the time. See, and that's the thing about reparations, right? Is that when you look at the black community, we're already labeled as this lazy people already. You see what I'm saying? So now when you put lazy welfare people now and you say, oh, we're going to get them some more money. The normal plum don't look at the whole story and say, well, this happened, that happened, and this happened. They say, well, black people lazy, and they trying to get free stuff, and we don't want to give it to them.
Isn't that crazy? You know how that stereotype came up? But I mean, black people lazy. Since when? Since these motherfuckers stopped working for free. Yeah, you lazy bastards. They don't want to work for free.
It's real. And hey, look, I
talk to fucked up you is.
I talk to people all the time about that. I'll be like, yo, like, who's the hardest workers in America? They're like, Mexicans. Hands down, Mexicans. And I'm like, yo, like, I can't take nothing away from Mexicans. But you got to remember, work is work now.
Right.
Work is work.
Yeah,
whether you look at the work in America and who did the bulk of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make it this great empire that it is.
Blacks and Chinese.
Exactly. Now, and if you look at it, really, really closely, you'll see that beyond the black and white aspect of this country, black people have always been in positions of power since this country's inception. Like,
oh yeah.
But a lot of people don't know that. They think black people came here as slaves and that's it. They don't know Christopher Columbus came down here with black people, Moors. They don't know that indigenous people of black color was already here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know these things to where when
the natives of the Americas were black. Point blank period. Ain't no such thing as coincidences. If you talk about, because the way science speaks on this shit, science be telling you like, dog, the ancient cultures were, because we completely got off subject about shooting and shit.
Well,
basically, people say, man, these motherfuckers is crazy. That's it. These motherfuckers is crazy. That's why they shoot shit. They crazy. They need pussy, and they need to just fight each other growing up. Because motherfuckers in the hood don't go crazy and shoot anybody up. That's pretty much what I'm saying. White society don't let boys be. They don't let boys be boys. White society, you can't. You slap somebody or something. Oh no, you're getting expelled from school and shit like that. You can't fight. It's toxic masculinity. Basically, I'm blaming all this shit on the feminist movement. But that's another subject. Now to your point. Oh, yeah, because you came in and kicked down the door. Like, hold on, man. Hold on. Margaret Sanger.
Y'all done hit me with the, you know, why they shooting up the place. And I'm like, they doing a lot more than just shooting up the place.
No, but it's okay. It's okay. This is what this is for. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's okay that we're opening this conversation. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scoot over so you can, because I don't know if you're in frame.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, not hand in frame.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you was. Hold on. We got a little delay on the live feed right now.
No,
this shit hard as hell. This shit
I told you.
It's like a bleak camera. This shit is hard as hell. Let's see.
Yeah. It's like a 5 second delay. I mean,
see, like I know the fans, like all the fans. It's been a while since we recorded, but I know y'all noticed something different. You see the biceps, triceps, deltoids, obliques in this motherfucker. You feel?
But now you got competition. You came in with a tank top, you fucked up.
Man, hey, put on a fucking turtleneck.
Niggas say, take him a shot, nigga. Take him a shot.
Put on a turtleneck and that motorcycle helmet. Fuck out of here.
Don't just sit down, nigga. Lay down.
No, my bad. Because I was thinking, I was like, damn. Because I know I pre-angled some of the cameras a certain way. So I know like in 2 cameras you're in a frame, but maybe 1, which was the live feed, you weren't in the frame. But they did pick up everything you were saying and everything you were doing. So it's all good. It's all good.
But what you see, like they always want to tell you, because you got to remember. And me and Sam was having this little conversation earlier. But like history is written by the victor. So they want to tell you that, oh no, the Dark Ages, it was dark. It was, you know what the Dark Ages was? No, I'm good for now. You know what the Dark Ages was when Europe was ran by Muslims. They were ran by the Moors. That's what they call the Dark Ages. Right. They say, oh, nothing happened. Well, no, a lot of shit happened. You know what happened? White people learned how to take baths. White people learned about science. They learned astrology. They learned mathematics. They learned a lot of shit. But they call it the Dark Ages. Whatever. It is what it is. But then when you start going further and further back, you start seeing, ain't no coincidence that everywhere in the world they got pyramids. But they said that ancient civilizations couldn't be in contact with them. But they got the exact same pyramids all over the place. And then on top of that, everybody got the same kind of hairdo in the shit. You start looking, because I know a couple, you know what I'm saying? I fought with a couple of Mikasuki motherfuckers. Mikasuki motherfuckers don't look like the clay paintings they be having. At all. I be looking like, no, like, I don't know no Mikasuki with dreads that don't look stupid. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need a lot of Murrays.
Hey, I was reading some shit. I was like, yo, I was wondering why, you know, nowadays the Native Indians I see, they usually not like, they don't look Native Indian, bro. And now I realize, like, it was like, yo, that $5 Indian shit, like, motherfuckers was paying to be considered Indian, so they was receiving them same reparations that Indians was getting. They was getting it off of writing on the paper they was Indian and getting a little taint of brown in their head. Just
the Lumbee tribe. The Lumbee tribe actually, like this was crazy. In America, you're not considered black. This is in the 1800s when this happened. You're not considered black in America when you got too much money. And that's exactly what happened. The Lumbee tribe, they were moved over to a reservation and shit like that by the United States government. You already know the Trail of Tears, all that shit. The Lumbee tribe were dark, African-featured Indians, which are the indigenous people, period. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So what happened is, the land was given to this woman. She was a little girl at the time. The little girl, her parents took care of her. They gave her like however many acres, a couple hundred acres. So something happened when the little girl was about like 10 years old. That land, motherfucking Standard Oil started drilling. They found out that her land had a lot of motherfucking oil. She instantly became one of the richest people in America. Right. Little black Indian girl. And what happened?
Is there a book about that?
Well, there's a lot of history behind it. Her mansion still exists in the state and everything. But no, like the thing about it is though, as soon as that happened, white America, real quick, the government, boom, changed her race. She wasn't considered black. She wasn't considered black anymore. But you look at her, and she's darker than you.
Right.
They changed her race because she had so much money because they were like, wait, whoa, hold on. We gotta get one of our people to marry this little color. We need to marry this little color.
I was just telling
when it comes to money, man, races don't exist.
I was telling this white guy, I was saying, America is doing the same thing with black and white people that it did with house niggas and field niggas. You see what I'm saying? And it's a complicated theory, but it's almost simplistic.
No, yeah, it's like a light skin, dark skin fight.
Right, but a lot of people don't even see it that way, but it's almost exactly the same.
Oh,
like,
facts.
You got so many poor white people in America that don't feel as though they're privileged at all. You see what I'm saying? But they do have privilege that they may not be able to see, but it's there.
Right.
And then now, when you look at that and you say, hold on, these black people want reparations, they want this, and they say they so oppressed and they so down, and all I had to do was work to get where I'm getting. The higher ups, they look at that as saying, well, when the poorest of the poor, which is mostly black people, if they want to fight somebody, they not gonna fight the slave master. No. They gonna fight the motherfucker that got the foot on their throat.
The overseer, yeah.
Exactly. Which is 9 out of 10 gonna be a motherfucker who was in the same position that you in, but then they moved up and out of that position. But then because they moved out of that position, they feel like you in that position because you're lazy.
Right.
Or because you didn't do something right. You see what I'm saying? When in reality, you getting a 1 out of 100 rolls, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got stories from back then that what would happen is when different slaves from different plantations get together, they'd fight over who had the better master.
You know what I'm
Be
saying?
like, nah, Mr. Johnson treated me real good. And no, and they had fight. Like, I remember I had an ex, and she went up to, I forgot what state she went to. But she was light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like, my people over thought she was Dominican. Because, you know what I'm saying? She liked it. Like, oh, man, she Dominican? Where's she from? I said, nah,
Right, none of that.
Her last name ain't, you know, they
ain't Dominguez.
She black. Nah. And she said she went to the family reunion. So everybody there. So what you expect? Everybody black. And then she said she looked in the back, and there was a table just full of white folk. But she looked at it, she was like, man, these white folk really look like us.
Right.
Guess who the white folk was?
Her cousins.
Yeah. Descendants of the slave master.
Right.
There's a reason why you got one cousin that's dark skinned, but then your entire family is light skinned. There's a reason. Because that white table, you more related to that white table than the dark skinned table.
Facts.
America's in the mid, and it's just stupid. It is stupid, and that's what I'm saying. What they do is they pit you against each other. They ain't killed Malcolm X when he was spitting all that kill the cracker shit. When they killed him was after he went to Mecca, you know what I'm saying? All praise due to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? When he went to Mecca and he looked around and he said, damn, I'm praying with a Chinese motherfucker, with a white motherfucker, with a real black motherfucker. They're not looking at me as a black person, they're looking at me as a Muslim man. Then when he came back talking all that unity shit, then that's when he killed him.
Facts.
When Martin Luther King was preaching all that, we want right, they ain't kill him. Then when Martin Luther King was about to get that big ass speech to bring back poor white folk, they all in the same boat.
Right.
I remember what Lyndon B. Johnson said. Lyndon B. Johnson said in the 60s, he said, all you got to do is convince the poorest white man that he's better than the richest black man, and you can do whatever you want with that motherfucker. Yeah. It's all a monument and stupid, because at the end of the day, in the Dominican Republic, it's the same thing. In the Dominican Republic, they teach you. In the Dominican Republic, like, there's people blacker than you that don't consider themselves black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they be like, no, I can't go to America. Heard them black motherfuckers crazy in America. And they teach you that in school in the Dominican Republic. Be careful when you're in New York City, when you're in Philly, when you're in New Jersey. Like, black people are very mean. Black people, they teach you that shit.
Any immigrants that come here, mostly African immigrants and shit like that, that's the first thing they warn them about. Like, yeah, you black. But don't be chilling around the black motherfuckers.
Right.
Don't chill around America. Don't chill around Americans.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They asking for it.
You're not, no, you ain't black. You African.
Right.
These motherfuckers is black. You African.
They try to separate us by culture, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, in their mind, it's either black or white, right? But in they try to fix it to where in our mind, it's like, before you say, like, when a motherfucker asks, what race are you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most motherfuckers gonna say their culture.
Right, where they from.
Their race.
Right.
They're gonna say their culture. They're gonna hit you with, I'm Irish.
Right.
Italian.
Well, most motherfuckers also retarded.
Right.
That's
they don't really know, but they going with culture before race.
Right.
Chocolate.
I got you.
Yeah.
And then, I hear exactly what you guys are saying. I completely agree to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't agree at all. I'm saying I agree. It's just that, like, okay, for instance, like, I want to give the people that don't know you, that haven't seen you yet, a little bit of your backstory about, like, you and your experience coming to South Florida, because you're not a native of South Florida.
True.
You're actually from Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
And now, does that make you? I forgot what is it called? Geechee? Are you native to the native people from Louisiana?
I don't get it. What you mean?
Like.
Are you talking about the color?
Yeah.
Other people from North Carolina. They're from North Carolina.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But Louisiana got one too. Like Louisiana got a native cultural, like the French that came
Cajun,
over.
like it's a Cajun,
Right.
Cajun culture. You know, they would call it Cajun, but in reality, it's probably the most authentic Black American culture.
That's what I was gonna say. Right.
When you look at it.
Well, yeah, because remember, Louisiana was purchased. It wasn't a part of the 13 colonies or anything like that.
Right.
So the French were already here,
And it was
chilling.
one of the first places to be integrated where, you know, everybody of any culture could go there, be rich, and everybody just live in the same
Fine,
place. And
right,
it's cool, you know,
right.
in America, because that was not a normal,
Right.
normal shit.
Yeah, I would say
you
Louisiana
know.
was probably one of the most developed cities at that time.
It created the mold for a lot of other cities to follow as far as integration.
Right.
And when you go back to New Orleans, like if you was to look into the kind of history of New Orleans, you'll realize like the shit it's little minor shits, but it's the reason why
The
a lot
impact.
of shit is possible.
Right.
Shit. Because like the laws that set up in Louisiana,
Right.
they allowed a lot of those oppressive laws to be spread throughout a lot of the other, you know, Republican states. You know what I mean, at the time, you know, due to, you know, after the Civil War, you know, appreciate you. Remember, there was like, you know, even though they lost the war, they won. You know
Right.
It's because of after the war, it was like, we gonna get the books right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure on paper we stay ahead.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter how much influence they think they have.
Right.
No matter how many we let slip through the cracks.
Yeah, that's why.
Always,
That's why I wonder why the French, like, even so Louisiana. Like, I understand, like, you weren't like France as a country was not gonna be able to hold Louisiana for too long. I understand. So maybe
they would have.
I mean, it would have been quite a fight. I mean,
You know,
remember we
you
have
know.
the French-American War
No. It was the Haitian Revolution. It was 18.
and the Haitian Revolution.
But I think that's what put the stamp on it.
Oh, okay.
When you look at that part of history,
We got no
look at-
transatlantic trade anymore, right?
No. It was Haiti made more money than all 13 colonies in America at
Right.
the time, and because of the Haiti making more money, it was a big asset. That's why they sunk every army.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To try to come knock down the slaves in Haiti.
Right.
Because of the territory that was. And they felt as though if they lost that territory, the Louisiana area don't even fucking matter. That shit don't even matter if they lose that shit. So they sold that shit anyway. Like, at least we can keep Haiti.
And cash out, right?
Cash out and buy some more soldiers to go send their ass over here, too.
Right.
It was an L. They took an L and on top of an L
Oh.
and on top of an L. And
Right,
that's
right.
what made America be able to. That's why I said it in the lyrics. I was like, you say it's luck, but without Haiti, it wouldn't be half as big. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, because of the time, it looked like luck. It looked like a winter here.
Right.
All this
Nah,
shit.
it
All
was
this
set
shit,
up.
like,
Yeah.
That shit literally paid for the rest of America.
Right,
you know
right,
what
right.
I'm saying? The Haitians rebelling. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It paid off for America. It paid off for America, even though it was to France's detriment. That's
Right.
right.
And then America still fucked Haiti up. So it was like a
Right.
win-win.
It was a win-win.
It was a win-win.
Right. Yeah, because as soon as you start an embargo on Haiti, I
Pull
mean,
my dog a shot. We're getting a little too heavy. Everybody already know how we do it on the Inebriated podcast. When we get a little too heavy, it's time to get ready. And we got to take a little shot, swig it up. Because I want to continue the conversation.
Facts.
Because it's a nice
No,
conversation.
it's a single.
You know what I'm saying? But we got
But all right, so let's cheers it up. Lox, welcome to the Inebriated podcast.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the love, man.
Thank you for coming through.
Feel like family, man.
Salud. Salud to everybody that's watching us right now. Thank you.
God bless and bless God. Oh, see, I've been going so long, the shit that drooped down my chin. The camera's making me nervous. I ain't used to this shit.
All right. No, now let's step away from the history lesson, because even though this is great information and for everybody that's receiving, it's going to be great. But let's talk about more things that are current. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be stepping into some deep torrential waters in a second. But let's start off in sports. Sports right now, football's finally back. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. Oh, my God. I mean,
the fella's back.
Right. Hey, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. We still holding you down, but I just got to watch football on Sunday, bro. I'm just sorry. I could boycott and not buy jerseys. I fucks with that, but I still need Sunday entertainment.
I fuck with Colin Kaepernick a little bit.
Right. But that's what I'm saying.
He had a guaranteed contract. He turned it down.
Right.
He turned it down. He could have been in the league. He could have still been in the league. But people don't want to hear that shit, though. People don't want to hear that shit. I know, at the beginning it was all emotion. Anybody want to hear that shit at the beginning? Now, fuck that. Fuck 12, man. Nah, dog. He turned down, what was it, 20 million?
I don't even know.
20 million?
I don't know.
Bro, I would have turned that.
I think he was going to
sit. Yeah, he was going to sit the whole year.
20 million? Dog, you can give me 20,000. I'm sick. 20,000.
Right.
I'm over there keeping all the players hydrated. I'm like,
y'all good,
right?
I'm looking like a bartender from Live.
Right. Facts.
Bobby Boucher Jr.
Facts. And
but
you know,
my dog on it, bro. He on it hard, man. Speaking of the NFL, he on it hard. The dog Antonio Brown, he on it hard. Ever since he dyed his mustache like Hollywood Hulk Hogan, I know he wasn't to be trusted.
Hey, y'all see him out? That boy say, "Hey, I can't get my helmet. I won't play for the year."
No. He made it work. He said, "If I can't use my helmet, I'm gonna retire. I ain't gonna play football no more." No, he said, "I ain't gonna play football no more."
They letting him wear the helmet, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's what happened. I think that's what I seen. They letting that boy wear that thing, but they saying he a diva for it or whatever.
I mean, Tom Brady complained about it. Tom Brady wore a helmet that you can't wear no more. Tom Brady was talking shit too.
Last year they had a grandfather rule. Like if you had this motherfucking helmet before or so many years before,
yeah, correct.
Then you can
wear it. But now you can't do that shit. So Tom Brady got to change his helmet. AB got to change. No. He did. Tom Brady complained. Aaron Rodgers complained.
Oh, I thought
they was all complaining.
I thought they complained last year.
No, they was all complaining.
Real talk. Tony Romo.
Don't you disrespect. I'm a Packer fan.
No.
I know it sounds crazy. Like, yo, you from Florida.
No.
I'm a Packer fan.
No, I'm thinking Tony Romo.
No, that's not because you got to remember. In DR, they don't play football. Football doesn't exist.
All right.
So the first time I ever saw a football game, it was the Green Bay Packers versus the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. And I was in third grade, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just seeing this one motherfucker in that green jersey just bombing. I said, damn, bombing the ball. I said, dog, number 4. I know how to pronounce it. Remember, I was just learning English. I said, man, ese tipo Fabre está encendido. And after that, I said, fuck it, that's my team. And then lucky that Favre was just raw for a very long time. And then after he banned it, then we got Aaron Rodgers, who raw as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Can't switch teams now.
He been on Aaron Rodgers for a minute. I ain't gonna say he dick riding because that would be a stretch, but he definitely back in the Packers. Yeah. He holding it down.
I've been a Saints fan, man.
All right.
I've been a Saints fan for the longest, man.
Hey, die hard Saints
Aaron Brooks, Joe Horn. That was my era. You know what I'm saying?
I know Aaron Brooks. I'm trying to ignore
that part. So how do you feel about
I'm trying to ignore that part.
How do you feel about Drew Brees?
Hey, honestly, man,
he brought y'all a championship.
I'm a big Drew Brees fan. You know what he lost me though?
What happened?
He lost me, just politically as a person. Like how Wayne got me as he's one of the best rappers, but him personally, I feel like it's not a person.
But at least you separate. Right? Most people won't separate.
It's the same with Brees. Brees, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
He got questionable politics.
Who I'm a guy, but his politics
is a little questionable.
Ain't no kneeling for the flag. Ain't no kneeling for the anthem.
Right. He could stand behind his homeboys on that one.
I understand whoop and your people is military people or whatever, but nobody said nothing about the military when he was kneeling.
Right.
So it's kind of like because you misunderstand, it makes it hard to come to an understanding. You know.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Just because where I live, where I've always lived, I hate Drew Brees. Fuck that motherfucker because the Dolphins could have had him. The Dolphins could have had Drew Brees, dog.
Floridian
re-sign my dog.
We could have had that nigga, right?
Who we signed? We signed Dante Culpepper. The best shit Dante Culpepper did was dap me up and have a drink with me. That's it.
What receiver y'all had though? Y'all had Culpepper and y'all had a cold receiver, bro. It was Chamberlain.
I don't know.
Y'all had Chamberlain and somebody else.
Chambers.
Ocho Cinco too. I think y'all had something. Y'all had 2 people, bro.
We had Chambers.
Who?
Chambers. We had Chambers.
Chambers. That was the one y'all had.
We had Chambers.
Damn, man, they
Oh,
thought
and Brandon Marshall
was
you're talking about?
Did y'all have Brandon?
No, later. We had Brandon Marshall later.
Now with Culpepper. Like I don't tend to dwell on that situation. I think it was Wes Welker that you're looking for. I don't tend to dwell on that situation.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, you go after who you think is going to be the sure pick. Oh, he just fucked up his knee, whatever. He'll learn how to pass in the pocket. Drew Brees fucked up his whole goddamn shoulder, destroyed in 17 million plays.
They gave him a new shoulder.
He's 5 foot
and a top 5 offense.
5'0". You know, however short that motherfucker is. Can't even look over his old lineman.
Really?
And
He
no.
I know he was
super
about
short like
5'10", 5'11". Yeah, he wanted to show the quarterback. He made a way for a lot of other short quarterbacks to get in the league, like Russell Wilson. And
Right. He's a short motherfucker too. Ain't he like 5'8" or something?
Yeah, both of them the same. And
John
about 5'10".
All them
got the
boys.
Murray that just came in.
Yeah, Deontay Murray. Fucking even Baker Mayfield ain't even that big. You know what I'm saying? All them boys owe their career to him, and he did good. I mean, Drew Brees. I fucked with Drew Brees since he was with the Chargers. I remember when he was with the Chargers, and then I remember Eli Manning being a bitch. Because you remember Eli Manning got picked up by the Chargers, and he said, "Nah, fuck that shit. I ain't playing for the Chargers." Eli Manning got picked up by the Chargers. He said, "Nah, I ain't playing for the shit." And the Giants picked up Phillip Rivers, and what they do, and then they swapped.
I didn't know that shit.
Because I'm telling you, that's a conspiracy. I got the conspiracy. I'm good. I'm good. The conspiracy I got is what the NFL wanted is for Eli to play over there with the Giants because they're right there. They can have the first brother. They can have the first brother Super Bowl, sibling Super Bowl.
Right.
Peyton Manning was with the coach back then. But what happened? Peyton Manning was getting, you know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning could barely even handle Phillip Rivers. Couldn't even do it.
Yeah, man.
Well, you know what?
He would have been busting his ass every year in the AFC Championship.
Sure. No, but I like when Peyton, I don't know, that last Super Bowl where they had the 50th anniversary and they were doing that commercial where Peyton threw the ball. He was like, I think I still got it. Like, I still fuck with Peyton for that. Like, now that he's doing like the insurance or whatever, nationwide coverage.
Every time
like,
they say Manning, I always think about Archie Manning. Because I'm a Saints fan now, I had to go back to the history of the Saints,
right,
and realize like the Manning era started in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it definitely started in New Orleans.
Like Archie Manning is like the rawest quarterback that ever played for a horrible motherfucking franchise.
The most horrible.
Like
at the time,
he be throwing up numbers, but literally be going like
5 and 8.
No. Like back then, I think it might have been 3 and 10.
Right.
He been 3 and 10 and shit. Like, or whatever.
But his numbers were still up.
His numbers were crazy.
He was a beast.
And then you know, say the story with his other son. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, isn't there a fourth Manning or a third Manning?
One of the older brothers, though, like he got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Neck injury because of football.
Really?
Yeah, got fucked up. Like fucked up.
So
like back in college.
So do you think that's what led Peyton to retire so early?
Nah, man. Peyton Manning just sucked, bro.
What?
He had 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions in the season that he won the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say, what the
He
fuck?
was worse than Trent Dilfer. When Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl. 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions.
And won the Super Bowl.
And then he won. No, and then he won the Super Bowl.
That's why I be saying, bro.
I think he passed for 100.
Don't forget, defense win championships.
I think he won. Throwing, I'm gonna say less than 150 yards that game. And then we all remember what happened right down the street when he played Yo Dog, Rex Grossman in the Chicago Bears. Yo Dog.
Okay.
My dog from Chi-Town, he from the same block R. Kelly from.
No, he's on the south side, I'm on the north side.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I remember that Super Bowl. My dog Devin Hester for the U ran that shit back to the crib. First time ever in the Super Bowl.
Oh, facts.
Peyton Manning won that Super Bowl for about 140 yards. Horrible.
It's
and
fascinating.
Rex Grossman had like 136. I said, oh my God.
It's fascinating when they be changing rules because of these motherfuckers. Like Devin Hester, they changed the kickoff line.
Yeah,
because
Devin Hester.
That is crazy.
Hey, no, the NFL tired of these black motherfuckers. Fucking breaking records and shit.
Hey, you know what, though?
That is a good way to put it.
That's one thing I think it's a conspiracy, bro.
Of course.
With the Saints, though. With the Saints.
Not just with the Saints, nigga.
But you know I'm going to just sing a lot the Saints. Jimmy
The Saints are marching in.
Remember when Jimmy Graham used to slam dunk on the fucking
yes.
field goal shit.
Yes.
They stopped that shit. One game, he grabbed on that bitch and moved it crooked one day, and they had to put the leveler out there and level the bitch back for halftime or whatever. Dog, when I tell you the next year they made a rule.
No more celebration.
No more fucking dunking on the fucking Woody Woo.
Right. Hold on.
For him alone.
Hold on, bro. What's the one rule in life that no matter what it was it? Is one motherfucker ruined it for everybody. He ruined it for everybody. His dumb ass hung and unloved it. The NFL, Roger Goodell was looking at it like
the only one doing it.
Roger Goodell was looking at it and said, "I gotta pay this motherfucker double time with a fucking Home Depot level
to level this shit."
Roger Goodell looking like, you know how many commercials I'm letting run? They didn't even pay me for commercial slots.
That was the first one. Then we got Brandon Cooks. We had drafted him in the first round, right? This nigga does every time he get a touchdown, he goes and do the arrow. Right? Josh Norman. He goes and he takes from the arrow in the air after a touchdown to every time he get a pick. Now he's shooting the arrow at the person.
Right.
So he done fucking it up for everybody. Now the next year they took that shit out.
No more.
They took that shit out the next year after he did it. Like he had a Pro Bowl year that year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that's a conspiracy, bro. They hate the Saints. After the Bonnie Gates shit, they hate the Saints, dog. Nobody can tell me nothing different, man.
Okay. The Saints fucked up Brett Favre, bro. When he played him he played for the Jets, so I really didn't give a fuck.
I think it was the Vikings.
It was the Vikings or the Jets. I think it was the Jets.
When we fucked him up, I think it was the Vikings.
No, you're right.
Vikings, NFC Championship.
Yep.
He busted his ass.
Yeah, when he played for the Jets, he played for them.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was saying he was right. Listen. This moderator needs to be fired.
No, because we start talking over each other, like trying to get it out.
That's why I said thank you. If you check me, nigga, I definitely.
No, and we'll just run. Yeah, and we'll just run. And, I would say that closes up because I haven't checked up on the Big Three, so I don't even know where they're at in their Big Three season. But I guess that'll close it up for the sports segment of the discussion. Because, what else? We're still in preseason of football. There's nothing really going on.
And, end of the month. Marlins Park. It happens every single August. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's... I know it's the week of August 23rd. I'm not sure if it's the 23rd or the 24th. But y'all go out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there. They're about to have a concert and everything. It's going to be Dominican Heritage Night. You know what I'm saying? Your boy got that call personally from the office, the front office of the Marlins. Like, oh, man, yo, JDot, you coming through? Because they know your boy be getting loose out there with a 26-foot Dominican flag. I don't give a fuck who's behind me. However, I won't be able to make it because y'all already know. The rivalry intensifies on the 23rd of August. I'm going to be out there in the plush seats on y'all pussy boys out there. The U versus the Gators is coming back. And it's coming back with a vengeance, baby. You catch me out there. At Jimmy King, oíste. Pa' allá, con los chimichurri, metiendo mano. Encendido. Pa' que sepa. We bringing Miami to Orlando. I don't care how hospitable and how nice your bouncers are in the club. But for everybody who won't be there, like I said, Marlins Ballpark, Dominican Heritage Night, it's going to be a nice event. They're giving away free shirts. They got a concert after the game and shit like that. You can take the kids down there and run around the bases if you got jits and shit like that.
Facts.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's a nice event. That's the only good thing that came out of the Marlins. So, you know what I'm saying? Anybody with kids, go out there. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it.
No, it's a great event. It's free. You know what I'm saying? You go.
You got to pay for tickets.
Right. Well, yeah, you got to look up tickets. But the tickets...
Derek Jeter don't want no broke niggas at the game. You got to pay the tickets.
Well, the tickets, what were they like last year? Like $20? Something like that?
They wasn't that bad.
Yeah, they weren't that bad. And you get a free jersey. So it's like buying a t-shirt, bro.
Yeah,
if you can buy a t-shirt, you can buy a ticket. Take your family out there, man. Take the kids out there. It's a great experience. And we're not sponsored to say this. We're literally saying this off the strength. JDot invited me last year. I was very appreciative of it. And I had a great experience, you know what I'm saying? I'm now spreading the word to you and everybody else that's watching us, and that it's a great thing. It's a great thing that Miami is willing to provide, because usually we only get celebrations when we win, and we ain't been winning much. So at least, you know what I'm saying? We can do something. We can do something culturally for the people. And, we're looking at, what's our time clock? We're looking at 51 minutes. I want to close out with this last thing that's been breaking the news. And... I want to nip it in the bud real quick, and I know it's a sensitive topic, the butt, but breaking news today. Not everybody else is gonna display this today, but breaking news today. Mr. Jeffrey Epstein has kicked the bucket. He's out of here. He is not coming back. He was considered a serial rapist.
He was assassinated, allegedly.
Allegedly assassinated, but to what the autopsy right now is considered a suicide.
Think about that shit. How crazy is this? You in like MCC in Manhattan. You're in one of the biggest jail period. Where like nigga, like they housed they had El Chapo in that motherfucker.
Max.
And then you telling me that you had to take him out of the jail on a gurney and then take him to a hospital in order to declare him dead. You feel me? I ain't no conspiracy theorist.
I ain't stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All I know is all these old rich motherfuckers. I learned this shit from like working construction and shit, and I seen it. I mean, I ain't gonna say it out loud, but like I'm gonna say it. Like Anglo-Saxons be on that pedophile shit, especially the rich and powerful ones. I don't know what it is. Maybe they think they're getting their energy, their aura, their chi, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever the fuck.
However, like this motherfucker started naming names. All I know is he was naming names.
Let's stay on topic. Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
He
was naming very important names. Remember, he's homeboy with Prince Andrew, which is the Queen of England's son. Like he homeboy with Bill Clinton, Donald. He homeboy with everybody. They say he was singing like a bird. Period. Since '08, he been snitching because he already got roped in Palm Beach in '08.
Right.
He got hit off with 13 months in jail, but he was able to leave the prison. Also, Pablo Escobar shit. Whenever he wanted, he could leave. But like,
right.
I just want to go to the crib right quick.
No, on some weekend shit.
But that's what I'm saying. But think about that.
I just read an article about that.
They said that he gave up so much information. The FBI said, "You can do whatever you want."
Right.
So
just come back to jail.
like imagine the information he got. That it's like, you know what, fuck it, we gotta murder. Because they said that he was mentioning names and like they started naming like important motherfuckers. They're talking about head of motherfuckers from the whole country of Israel was staying at the building that his brother owns and shit like that. Like nobody lives in the building. It's an entire building, you know what I'm saying, with X amount of room, you know, an apartment building.
Right.
In New York, in the rich area, that only his brother owned. Nobody else lived in that bitch. So you got like 50-some rooms, motherfuckers coming in, so they've been seeing who been coming in and out of the apartment and stuff like that. And as soon as all that information come out, now he's dead.
It's a wrap, yeah.
When he tried to talk the last time, it was an attempt on his life, and then it said, "Oh no, it wasn't an attempt." He attempted to suicide himself. And Buddy Rowe in the room with him was a motherfucker that used to murk people for the mafia. That said, "Nah, me and Jeffrey are best buds."
Come on,
like bro, like the only reason you in prison and you about to get out of it because you snitched on the mafia for everybody you murked on their behalf. Think I'm supposed to believe you now? I'm supposed to be his best bud? I ain't gonna tell you somebody come up to y'all talk about, hey man, I got a couple million on deck when you jump, and you gonna get out early. All you gotta do is murk this motherfucker. I'm murking everybody in the jail till they tell me stop. Like, hey man, whoa, you can't all the COs? Is that what you doing? Oh, my bad.
I'm one of my millions.
We can't let you out now, nigga. Get over here.
Hey,
think about it. I ain't bringing conspiracy theories. I'm just saying, like, damn, the facts look very weird.
Before I knew all those facts, I was thinking this shit was some funny shit.
It has
and
to
now
be.
that you told me all this shit, oh man,
oh yeah,
I'm really like, oh hell,
oh yeah, he's tied in. No, he's tied in.
I said that. I said, bro, he gotta be talking. I didn't know he was for sure talking. I was just saying, dog, he gotta be talking. For him to just pop up dead, gotta be talking. And he a man. He one of them
big honchos.
Yeah, he one of the honchos that got the big hoe houses with the whatever age.
He got the island, yeah.
Over there, like they said in Dubai, how they got the little, what they call them, the sheets or some shit?
Yeah.
Some of the guys where the prostitutes go there, they say, if you don't go there drugged up, you gonna be fucked up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's from the prostitutes.
They got dogs. They got dogs fucking them and shit. Like, yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
Fool, like, none of this motherfucker's story checks out. His crib, that's like right across the street from Central Park. It's a $77 million spot.
Estate.
He paid $0 for it. He got it for the free. He got it for the free school. Apparently, the dude he got it from is his only client. He don't got no client. Like, bro, the government been trying to figure out where the fuck his money's even from. Nobody knows where his money from. No. So, no, you start thinking, like, no, I fuck around and I don't pay my taxes 2 years in a row. They Wesley snapping my ass. I'm going straight to jail. You got a motherfucker. You got a motherfucker that owns an island, and you talk about something. I don't know where you get money from. They say like he might not even really be a billionaire.
Maybe not.
Like his funds might just be completely unlimited.
Right.
Think about that.
How Trump did his shit.
No, but think about
No.
Not fabricated.
No.
Not fabricated. Unlimited.
Right.
Like
trust
he
me.
really don't got Like he really don't got money.
Right.
No, he really don't have money.
He just has access. Right. It has access to.
He just pull up like, hey man, holla at Buddy Roll. Man, who the fuck are you? Hey, tell him I'm here.
Right.
Tell him I'm here.
Tell him Jeff's here, and then 300,000.
That's what it do. The government always want to criminalize and always want to demonize the culture that you see in the street. But the culture in the street is just a less sophisticated version of what the government do.
Facts.
That's all it is. That's all you ever want to do. All you ever want to do, you want to look like the motherfuckers on top. Everything is mimicked. Everything is imitated.
Right.
Everything. This motherfucker literally walking around talking about some face call.
Good.
Who are you? I need ID.
Don't worry about me.
Face call, bitch. I was never here.
Right.
In fact, I'm gonna need them tapes of them cameras too.
All that.
Sam, all these cameras recorded? I'm gonna need all 17 angles.
Right. Pause, nigga.
Nobody know I was here. Nobody know I was here.
With the shades on.
Nigga, who was on this plane? Clinton was on the plane. Motherfucking Trump was on the plane. A couple motherfuckers from foreign nations was on the plane.
He's in too deep.
Prince Andrew was on the plane. Everybody on his plane. Now, it wasn't that he was too deep.
He fucked the whole game up.
Right.
Them motherfuckers said, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me place my bet. Right.
And then in this political climate, bro, hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah. You can't even...
Bro, if we know what the government was doing to us and to the world in the 50s because of the classified document from the Freedom of Information Act. If we know what they were doing in the 50s, and this was with unsophisticated technology, and they were getting this shit accomplished and done and toppling whole countries and establishing puppet regimes. What the fuck you think they do in 2019?
Right.
So we got Google Maps. That means that they got shit that Google Maps, you zoom in and you can look at the crib and look at it 3D.
Live.
They could zoom in and look at a blade of grass. And that shit is for the free. Google Maps is for free, dog.
We're shooting shit right now live.
Look at
This
that.
wasn't possible like 5 years ago. Nigga.
If you think about it, we got a better setup than Osama bin Laden did.
Yeah.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I didn't even think about it like that. Like that nigga was shooting from a cave with a camcorder.
And
I'm
you know
shooting
what?
live from an iPhone right now.
And big shout out to the to the SEALs team that murked them and had the goodness in their heart to actually give him the burial that he requested before dying. Bury him out at sea. That was very nice of y'all. Know what? Like, it was very sweet. I'm sure the family real happy.
They all murked, nigga. Well, not his kids and wife, but
or any of his relatives. Like, why would his relatives be murked?
No,
His
all the
relatives are
brothers.
billionaires. Why would they be murked?
right. Well, not his brothers and shit, right?
Like, he got bread.
Right.
That's one thing I see. Ain't never been no broke terrorists. Why every terrorist happen to be rich as hell?
Other than American terrorists.
That's different. That's different. That's what we spoke about earlier in the episode. But the terrorists that we say we gotta be after, they ain't never broke motherfuckers. They motherfuckers like what's going on in Venezuela. Guarido, whatever his name is. To me, that motherfucker, he a bitch ass motherfucker. He's a puppet for the United States of America.
Right.
Maduro was the communist dude though. So in America, he's supposed to say Maduro ain't. I shouldn't be with him. I'm against him. But at the end of the day, the people over there, they looking happy. Like, I be seeing what they got on Telemundo and all that shit. When Jorge Ramos, when he was talking to him, Jorge Ramos would never go to the White House and disrespect Trump like that. Would never disrespect Obama like that. Not even George W. Bush like that. Like, he would never disrespect. He went in his crib, disrespecting him and all that shit. That buddy bro looking like. Because in America, we got politicians that ain't, you know what I'm saying? In other countries, when you run other countries, you are actually in the military. You murk motherfuckers.
Right.
So this motherfucker let him like, hold on. So he goes, where you get the gall to come to this motherfucker and talk to me like this? He goes, like, because you want to talk about the
motherfucking president, right?
No. He goes, you know what? Okay, boom. You want to be stupid? Bob, he pulled out papers that they gave me. He said, no, this paper you get. He goes, these are the facts you get. I'm reading them down, and he's checking this motherfucker left and right. And then what did the news say? Oh, no, that the footage was lost. The footage was lost. Somebody ended up leaking it on the internet. It wasn't the footage was lost. It was Maduro was over there murking this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. They're controlling the narrative and everything. When we talked from what we talked about at the beginning, they're trying to separate everybody. Cause man, no, dude been sucking dick since the beginning of time. Don't nobody give a fuck about no faggot shit, bro. No faggots, gay. I'm sorry, I can't say the F word or whatever. But they've been around.
He's practicing. He's trying, people.
I apologize. But you can't. You know what I'm saying? They've been around since the beginning of time. Don't nobody really care unless you bother motherfuckers. They say,
right.
You can't say that, dog. Like, I ain't with that gay shit. But why they pushing that shit down your throat all of a sudden? Why they telling you that a man can't be a man no more? A man has to protect. I don't give a fuck what kind of bitch you pull or none of that shit. A bitch want to be like, nah, I want to be with a motherfucker that I know is going to protect me. If we have a family, going to protect the family. Go do this. But now on TV, they try to make it seem like, nah, you got to be the stupid, weak motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, you can't be the motherfucker that's like, yo, hey, hold on.
Yeah,
you
can't
talk
be
like
no
that.
more, yeah.
So you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't go to somebody else's kid and be like, yo, whoa, don't do that. No, you can't do that.
Right.
Oh my God, he tried to tell me how to raise my kid.
Right.
Like, yeah, your kid was taking a shit on the slide, lady. What are you talking about?
Get your kid.
It takes a village. Everything Western and everything Western is European ideals, and these European ideals don't coincide with
worldwide.
The natural structure of things.
The natural structure of life.
Hey.
Because the natural structure of life ain't European based. It's not. It takes a village. Everybody has to be with one another. That's the biggest problem in America. You see a group of motherfuckers from wherever, Pakistan and India, they come through. What the fuck do they do? They buy 3 motherfucking Arab stores, and then they trade. You know what I'm saying? They booming out that bitch. What America doing? America sitting down complaining, like, oh man, motherfucker taking all over the goddamn everywhere I go. My neighborhood full of Arab. Well, yeah, motherfucker.
Right.
Because our values is all fucked up, and
right.
they do it on purpose to divide us.
Well, we're gonna do a closing thought. Go ahead.
One more thing with those Arab stores. Just to interject on that point, because I seen that's like something that I can inform you on. When they come here, they come here with the line of credit.
Right. They already made in a nation.
From their original nation, they can come here with a line of credit based on American laws. Now, Trump changing shit. I ain't gonna stunt. But that's for real. But as far as for past presidencies, they was letting their ass come here and do this. Like, this shit that we look at and we be like, dog, how the fuck it got so many Arab stores?
Right.
How the fuck it got so many people making money that's coming here from other countries, and we in this bitch and we can't make no money? Like, that was one of the systematic oppressions that we talk about when we talk about what they did back in the 70s, 80s, and shit like that. It was that. It was, you know what I'm saying, people taking one set of people and giving them a bit more to where they can say, when you say, man, y'all trying to hold us down, they point at that one and say, well, look at him, look what he doing. He came from all the way over there.
Right.
He came from all the way over there, and he busting his ass and getting it.
Right.
You be like, yo, so what you doing?
Right.
And niggas say, well,
I'm
got a point there.
Yeah, but also,
like, no, you don't got a point.
But
You
right.
fucking us up from the beginning.
And also,
every time we do pick ourselves up by the bootstrap, you knock it down. You know what I'm saying? Tulsa, Oklahoma, Overtown. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all motherfuckers is lucky as hell that Sammy is breaking us up right now. Because this conversation gonna go on for a minute.
Yeah,
or maybe y'all unlucky. Who knows?
No.
However.
And thank you for doing
that.
No,
Because I really want to continue the conversation. Because this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We can do it.
I fuck with you, dog, but you know what I'm saying? That dog know what he's talking about right now. You know, I fuck with you, though, man.
No, he's knowledgeable. But my people at home, we have reached inebriation. Thank you for checking in with us on this episode. This has been another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Check us out on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Patreon. Our biggest supporters are on Patreon. Please go check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/inebriated podcast. We really do appreciate it. This is our 15th episode. Thank you, Lox. Thank you for coming through.
Yes, sir,
Thank you
man.
for, you know what I'm saying, showing the love, showing the appreciation for the inebriation. JDot, close us out with a salute.
See what I'm saying? For health, for wealth, for mental, physical, and spiritual stability, we drinking this tonic right here to get lit and let the Lord bless us with some hoes on this Saturday night. God bless and bless God. It's the Inebriated Podcast.
Woo! This has been another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Thank you for listening.